The rising sun is a constant reminder that each day brings new opportunities for renewal and hope. It is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed, for his compassions never come to an end. This verse, taken from the book of Lamentations, invites us to reflect on the divine goodness that is renewed with each dawn. Imagine the immensity of this love, which embraces us even in the darkest hours, bringing light and warmth to our weary hearts. As the day begins, we are gifted with the chance to begin anew. Each morning is like a blank canvas, where God offers us the opportunity to weave new stories, make new choices, and pursue what truly matters. Have you ever stopped to think about how many small silent blessings surround you? Nature, family, friends, even the challenges that shape and strengthen us. With each breath, we feel the subtle touch of divine presence, encouraging us to give thanks and look forward with faith. It is in this sacred space between yesterday and today that we find the essence of gratitude. Giving thanks isn't just about acknowledging what we have, but also about opening our hearts to what's yet to come. When we allow ourselves to feel this gratitude, we become more receptive to God's promises for us. What do you expect from the new day? What dreams and hopes do you wish to cultivate? Remember that hope is a light that never goes out, even in the darkest nights. As we contemplate the dawn, we can feel the presence of something greater guiding us. With each new day, we are invited to lift our eyes and trust. The anticipation of what lies ahead motivates us to move forward, even when the path seems uncertain. May we then open our hearts to this new opportunity and allow ourselves to be touched by the divine goodness that surrounds us. As we delve deeper into this reflection, I invite you to remain attentive to the messages that will come, for there is much to be discovered and shared. It's as if there's an internal conflict echoing in your soul, a struggle between the hope the new day promises and the weariness you carry. Life, with its demands and challenges, can seem like an insurmountable mountain, and you often feel trapped between the desire to move forward and the fear of failure. How many times have you felt invisible in your pain, as if the world around you were in motion while you remain stagnant? It's in this stillness that anguish becomes more intense, where the silence transforms into a muffled scream within. Looking to the future can be daunting. Expectations, dreams, and promises seem distant, almost unattainable. And you wonder, is there really a purpose to all of this, or is life just an endless cycle of trials and frustrations? This search for meaning can be a lonely journey, where doubts become constant companions. Silent pain often reveals itself in the small things of everyday life. Waking up and facing the routine can feel like a battle, where each step is heavy and each smile a mask. You feel exhausted, but you try to move forward, often wondering if anyone truly understands what's going on inside you. Life can be a path fraught with emotional pitfalls, and the feeling of being alone on this journey can be overwhelming. But what if I told you that you're not alone? That this struggle, this search for answers, is part of the human experience? Sometimes in the depths of this anguish, a whispering question emerges, an opening amidst the darkness. What does life still have to tell you? What else lies ahead beyond these dense clouds? With each dawn, even when the pain seems unbearable, there is an invitation to look beyond, to consider that, even in the most difficult times, something greater may be unfolding. Promises aren't just empty words, they exist waiting to be discovered in your journey. And perhaps, in that space between pain and hope, you'll find a way forward. God is not oblivious to your struggles, and with each dawn he brings a new opportunity for renewal. He sees your uncertainties and anxieties, which often seem too heavy to bear. The word reminds us in Isaiah 40:31 that those who wait on the Lord will renew their strength. They will mount up with wings like eagles. They will run and not be weary. They will walk and not faint. This promise is a divine invitation for you to trust in the strength that comes from him, even when exhaustion seems to dominate your being. When you feel like the struggle is endless and loneliness becomes your companion, remember that in Psalm 52:8, we are assured that, "I am like a green olive tree in the house of God. I will trust in the mercy of God forever." In this image, you are sustained by the Lord's presence, receiving his strength daily. God's promises are like deep roots that sustain us amidst life's storms. Even when you don't see the path ahead clearly, He is present, enveloping you with His love and compassion. As you internalize these truths, let them sink into your heart. Imagine yourself like that olive tree, firm and strong, even when the leaves fall and the branches seem dry. Your trust in God's mercy is what brings life to your soul. Through hardships, the light of hope shines, showing that God's presence transforms pain into strength and loneliness into communion. He is by your side, guiding you back to the light, even if the path still seems cloudy and challenging. Remember, you are not alone. Your journey doesn't have to be carried by you alone. God is with you every step of the way, and that changes everything. He calls us to an intimate relationship where we can open up, share our struggles, and receive comfort. As you move forward, allow this assurance of His presence to begin to warm your heart, preparing you for a new understanding to come. With each new dawn, you are invited to enter deeper into the experience of faith, where every pain can be transformed into a testimony of hope and renewal. As we prepare for what lies ahead, remember that true transformation begins with surrender and trust in God. Human resistance is a reality that often manifests itself in subtle and silent ways. By ignoring or deferring to God's voice, we stray from the path He has laid out for us. This choice is not without consequences. Each step toward deviation carries with it an emotional and spiritual weight that can be difficult to bear. When we close our hearts to God's guidance, something within us begins to wither. The hope that once illuminated our days can turn into emptiness, and the peace that once enveloped us can give way to restlessness. This internal struggle can manifest as a feeling of discouragement, as if we are sailing in stormy seas with no safe harbor. The Word warns us that when we turn away from God, we become vulnerable to the influences of the world, which often distract us from His truth. It is intriguing to realize that many departures begin with small concessions. A decision here, a justification there, and without realizing it, we find ourselves far from the presence we so desperately need. These deviations may seem harmless at first, but over time, they create a chasm that separates us from the source of life. It is in this space that doubts and insecurities can thrive, leading us to question our own identity and purpose. As we reflect on this, it is essential to ask ourselves, are we truly hearing God's voice in our lives? What small concessions have we made that distance us from Him? How can we consciously seek His presence amidst the distractions and uncertainties of everyday life? These questions lead us to a moment of introspection, where we can evaluate our relationship with God. As we confront the reality of our resistance, it is crucial to remember that the path back may seem challenging, but it is an invitation to surrender that begins to be shaped in our hearts. The spiritual tension we feel now is just a harbinger of something greater to come, a call to rediscover God's purpose for us. The internal struggle can be heavy, and often we feel that the weight of our choices and daily distractions are pulling us away from the light we seek. It's understandable to feel lost, tired, or even reluctant to surrender. Allow yourself to feel this vulnerability. There is no shame in acknowledging your difficulties. Here you are safe to hear your own voice, the one that cries out for redemption and renewal. It is a gentle invitation I extend to you now. Imagine the feeling of letting go of all the barriers you have built, the doubts and fears that have held you back. God is calling you home, like a loving father who does not give up on his children. He is ready to welcome you with open arms, regardless of your history or your failures. Surrender is not a weakness, but an act of courage and trust. It is the recognition that in His presence we find peace, purpose, and renewal. Why not consider surrendering now? This surrender is an intimate act, a whisper from your soul that yearns to free itself from the bonds that bind it. Feel the urgency of this invitation, but remember, it is voluntary. It is a choice you make, a step toward the light that has always been within your reach. You don't have to face this alone. God's love is strong enough to guide you through the darkness and bring you back to the path of hope. In this moment of reflection, allow yourself to make this inner decision. What do you truly desire? What does your soul yearn for? This is the moment to silence the external voices and listen to the truth that resides within you. Surrender is a profound and transformative act, and by making this choice, you open yourself to a new dawn where God's presence illuminates your path. Prepare yourself now for a moment of recollection. Take a deep breath and feel the peace that comes from surrender. It is a path of rediscovery that begins, and with each step you will find the strength and hope that have always surrounded you. This is a sacred moment, an invitation to introspection, where the hustle and bustle of everyday life dissipates, and you approach the altar of your heart. Reflect on the journey that has brought you here. Each step, each challenge, each doubt, all are part of a greater surrender. It is a moment to recognize that you are not alone. God observes each struggle, each moment of fragility, and is ready to welcome you with open arms. What follows is not just a prayer, but a surrender of your being, an act of trust that allows divine light to penetrate your darkness and bring renewal. Focus within. Listen to the softness of your breath. Feel how it becomes an echo of your soul, a reminder that you are loved and protected. This is an invitation to listen. Listen to the voice that whispers within you, calling for peace and understanding. The silence you create now is the space where God can speak louder. Each beat of your heart is a note in the melody of His presence, a hymn of gratitude for all that you are and for all that is to come. In this moment of surrender, open your heart like a flower exposed to the morning sun. Let your worries, fears, and hopes dissolve in the hands of the Creator. Allow yourself to feel the lightness that comes with surrendering fully, trusting that, regardless of your story, God's love is constant and unwavering. As you prepare to deepen this state of prayer, stay present. Feel the connection that forms when you surrender to the divine. This is the moment to open yourself to what is to come, to allow yourself to be guided by the light that never fades. The stillness you seek now is only the prelude to what is about to happen. Keep your heart receptive and your mind at peace, for God's presence is about to manifest in ways you never imagined. Lord, in this moment of stillness, I come to you with my heart exposed, willing to surrender all that weighs on my soul. With each dawn, I feel the urge to open my being, to release the fears that surround me and the doubts that paralyze me. Today, I leave here, at your feet, all the anxieties that torment me, every insecurity that prevents me from moving forward. It is painful to acknowledge the fragility that dwells within me, but I surrender to this truth, surrendering the control I have worked so hard to maintain. I give you the weight of shame that haunts me, the emotional scars that make me doubt your love and my ability to be loved. I don't know how to deal with this, and instead of fighting, I decide to simply place everything in your hands, trusting that even in my weakness, you are the strength I cannot see. My heart cries out for deliverance, and even without understanding, I choose to trust in your presence. In this act of surrender, I do not seek answers or guarantees, but recognize that faith is what sustains me. It is a step into the dark, but I know you are with me. The surrender I make now is an acknowledgement that my being belongs to you, that every part of me, even the most broken, is embraced in your boundless love. I let go of the need for control and surrender to your divine providence, believing that you are working in every detail of my life, even when I cannot perceive it. These feelings of confusion, pain, and resistance, I leave them here, in your hands, trusting that your light can transform even the deepest darkness. I am ready to receive what is to come, and as I surrender to you, I know there is more to be revealed. Emotional healing is a journey I'm willing to undertake, and I seek your guidance as my heart opens to the possibility of renewal. May this be just the beginning of a deep dialogue, where I can hear your whisper and let myself be guided by your wisdom. I come to you, so that you may see the scars I have carried for so long, the pain I have often hidden, but which needs to be illuminated by your light. Lord, I ask you to touch my weary soul where sadness has nestled. The pain of rejection, abandonment, and memories I cannot erase are deeply rooted within me. May your love enter these dark corners, bringing relief and renewal. May your presence embrace me and flood my being with a peace that surpasses all understanding. I also cry out for healing from the wounds of my mind, where anxiety and doubt settle like persistent shadows. Free me, Father, from this weight that prevents me from living fully. May your wisdom flood my thoughts, bringing clarity and serenity. May I feel the lightness of trusting in you, knowing I don't have to carry this burden alone. Amidst this vulnerability, I seek your companionship, more than answers. May I feel your Holy Spirit enveloping me, bringing comfort and security. May every tear I shed become a cry to you, who knows what is within me, who knows the pains I can barely name. May your presence be my balm, calming my inner storms and allowing me to find rest. Lord, I also surrender to you the wounds of the past, those that make me doubt my worth. May your healing hand touch each of them, bringing forth the forgiveness I have often forgotten to offer, both to myself and to others. Allow me to feel in every fiber of my being the renewal that comes from you, the certainty that I am loved and worthy of healing. And so, in this sacred moment, I place myself at your altar, asking that your love transform and strengthen me. May I prepare for the next stage of my journey, where the strength that comes from you will sustain me every step of the way. May I feel this transformation taking place within me, paving the way for a strengthening that only you can provide. Lord, I remain here in your presence, seeking the strength that only you can give me. At this moment, I feel the relief that comes from surrendering my burdens to you, and now I cry out for a strengthening that goes beyond my capabilities. I recognize that true strength does not come from myself, but from the intimate connection I have with you. I ask that you instill in me a spirit of courage and steadfastness, that you may enable me to stand firm in the face of the adversities that arise in my path. May I feel your arm holding me, guiding me, and encouraging me not to give up, even when challenges seem overwhelming. Help me stay focused on the purpose you created for my life, even when temptations prove seductive and the paths seem uncertain. May my trust in you grow stronger each day, and may I walk with the certainty that you are with me every step of the way. Lord, I need your light to illuminate my path and your strength to sustain my decisions. May each moment become an opportunity to experience your presence, where I can find serenity amidst the storm. Teach me to depend on you in every situation, recognizing that true victory lies in remaining steadfast in faith, even when the winds blow contrary. I want to feel your peace that surpasses all understanding, sustaining me in moments of uncertainty and doubt. Help me not to give in to discouragement, but to find in you the renewal I so long for. May my prayer to you be constant, always seeking the strength that comes from above. And when I feel myself about to falter, may I remember that your strength is made perfect in weakness. Lord, may I be a reflection of your light, bringing hope and encouragement to others. Now as I seek strength, I prepare my heart and mind to hear your guidance. May I discern the direction you desire me to follow, trusting that in each dawn there is your promise that I will never be alone. I thank you for embracing me in my moments of pain and anguish, and now with a light heart I seek your guidance. As it is written in Proverbs, I trust that if I trust in you with all my heart and do not lean on my own understanding, you will make my path straight. May I discern your will in every decision, in every relationship, and even in the waiting periods that life presents me. Help me understand that silence is a part of this journey, and that often it is in the stillness that you speak loudest. I ask for wisdom, not only to know what to do, but to see beyond the circumstances. May I have spiritual clarity amidst the world's confusion, and may my eyes be open to see what is true and good. May I understand the scriptures deeply, allowing them to shape my heart and mind, guiding me to the truth that sets me free. I know that your direction may not be immediate, and yet I place my trust in you, for I know your timing is perfect. May each passing day be an opportunity to draw closer to you, seeking to understand what truly matters. Help me discern the signs that guide me, even if they come in subtle forms. I want to be attentive to your voice in the little things, in everyday interactions, in the lessons life offers me. As I become willing to listen, may my heart be open to receive your wisdom, and may I remember you in every decision I must make. May I have the humility to recognize when I am lost and the courage to seek your counsel. Thus, every step I take will be an expression of your will, reflecting the divine light that dwells within me. Now, as I prepare for the next stage of my prayer, may my listening become declaration. May I prophesy your truth in my life and in the lives of those around me, recognizing that each dawn brings with it the promise that your presence will never abandon me. I am your child, beloved and chosen, and in you I find my identity. I proclaim that my faith will not waver, for you are faithful, and your promises will be fulfilled in my life. Lord, I place my anxieties in your hands, knowing that your peace, which surpasses all understanding, will guard my heart and mind. I declare that with each dawn, I am renewed in hope, and that your mercy is renewed upon me. As I look to the future, I prophesy that great things are to come, for in you I trust. Every step I take is guided by your wisdom, and I surrender myself to your plan, even when I cannot see the path ahead. Lord, I cry out for discernment and clarity, and I know your voice is the one I will follow. I declare that I am more than a conqueror, for you are with me in every battle. Your love envelops and strengthens me, and I rise in faith, knowing that your faithfulness is the anchor of my soul. As I look at the little things around me, I recognize your presence in every detail. I prophesy that my gratitude will be a testimony of your goodness. May every word I speak be full of life and hope, reflecting your love to those around me. Lord, I surrender my wounds to you and declare that healing is already underway. My story is written by you, and I trust that the best is yet to come. As I close this moment of surrender, I express my gratitude for every blessing, every lesson, and every day you grant me. May I always remember that your presence is my shelter and my strength. Throughout this journey, I have learned that every challenge is an opportunity for growth, and that surrendering my wounds to you is the first step toward healing. I am grateful for the comfort I find in your presence, for the peace that floods my being when I abandon myself into your hands. Today I renew my faith, affirming that I am your beloved child and that nothing can separate me from your love. May I live each day with the certainty that great things are to come and that your wisdom will guide me in every decision. I now send myself into this new day, Lord, prepared to face the struggles and welcome the blessings that lie ahead. May courage and faith be my companions, and may I reflect your light in all that I do. May I be an instrument of peace and love to those around me, always remembering that you are in control of all things. If this prayer touched your heart, I invite you to share this experience with someone who also needs to feel God's peace. Leave a comment with what God ministered in your life today, for together we can strengthen one another through faith. Each word shared is a seed of hope that blossoms in afflicted hearts. May the Lord's grace accompany you, and may you face this day with the certainty that you are loved and supported. Bless us all, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen.